bigger, man. We getting bigger, man. Shit, what you figure, man? Diamonds on diamonds, them bitches black.
What up? It's your boy Bry Luther King, and we live on Moves in Motion. Who we got in the building?
It's your boy Megaalyfe, man. What's happening? Big lifer. You did.
Okay. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling great, man. Like I said, fresh off the show, from Indianapolis. Shout out to Crease Fest, man. Shout out to my whole Franchize Boy family, man. I'm feeling good, man.
Okay. Well, we gonna hop straight into it, man. Where are you from, and how was life growing up?
Oh, man. I'm originally born and raised, man, from Bad News, Virginia, man. Born and raised. Growing up, it was, like your typical, sad story, man. Broken home. It was a lot of us. Like I said, we, single parent household. Shout out to my mom. Ma, I love you.
Hey.
But like I said, it was hard, man. But we made a lot, out of a little, and so that's where I got my hustle from. That's where I got my drive from. Like, not to sound cliche, but honestly, that's really where I got it from. Just seeing with my mom, what she wasn't able to give us nurturing, she gave it to us in work ethic and hustle. Okay. And so I understood at a young age, if I want something, I have to go get it by any means necessary. Yeah.
Nah, I feel that. So you said Baton Rouge.
No, Bad News, VA.
Oh, Bad.
Yeah, I grew up on the water. Yeah,
okay,
I grew up on the water.
Baton Rouge, like Louisiana?
Nah, Bad News, VA, Hampton, Virginia, 757. What up?
Okay.
Yeah, we learned how to swim before we learned how to walk.
Hey, straight up. So how was it moving from VA to GA?
Man, to keep it, like I said, to keep it 100, man. So me moving down here, I didn't come down here willfully. I got down here in 04, man, because I was in some trouble back home. I was wilding out when I was young, man, and got myself in some trouble. Got kicked out the state, caught a case. And I had two choices. I can go to New York with some of my family, or I could come down here where my pops was. My mom won't finna send me to New York. It was over with.
Yeah.
So coming down here with my pops, when I came down here, it was the perfect situation for me. I was able to graduate high school, and that was like right when Snap music and everything was popping off. So I was like, oh no, Atlanta was the greatest. Hey. And I fell in love. I ain't never leave, man.
Yeah. Nah, for sure. You mentioned that was around like the Snap Crunk era.
Yeah, 04, yeah.
Had it jumping.
Jumping, though. I'm talking about, it was really, like I said, white tee, everything. It was literally, it was that. We was outside, we was inside. House parties was still house parties. Like, I caught Atlanta at the best time, for real.
So who were some of your influences growing up?
So my influences first came on my mom's side. My mom, she was a big 80s R&B music listener. So I was in the back seat of the car. I'm listening to Anita Baker. I'm listening to Luther Vandross and
all that.
Yeah, like the legends for real. And then my grandmother, she was Motown down, and then James Brown. And so I had that sounding on my pop side. He was big into blues. And then he was also big into Prince. And so I was getting such a well-rounded idea of what music was supposed to sound like. And then my uncle, this was the 90s. And so my uncle was heavy in the Wu-Tang. And so the first time I ever started paying attention to what rap was, it was literally like Wu-Tang and ODB. And so I kind of feel like I had a cheat code when it came to music because I got it all super dope young. So I was fortunate in that regard.
Okay, so you would say that really sparked your initial interest in making music?
Oh, 100%. It's just like music is something that it's truly a universal language, and the fact that no matter who you are, what you are, where you come from, I don't have to speak the same language as you, but we all respond the exact same way when Michael Jackson come on. You know what I'm saying? And so that's the most powerful thing that you can put your hands on this planet anyway. And so I was like, bro, I gotta be a part of it. Like, I just want to make people feel something. You know what I mean? And so once I saw how Michael Jackson would come on, and you just see how people who, I don't even know what you're saying to me, but we just instantly all know and feel the exact same thing. Like, human nature make everybody feel something. It make the hardest nigga in the room soft, you know what I mean? So, 100%, man.
Yeah, that's what I call timeless music.
Timeless, 100%.
For real. So I have a segment. It's called Personal Preference.
Okay.
Basically, what that is I give you two options, and you just pick which best interests you. For the most part. So
Let's
the
do it,
first
let's do
one,
it.
the first one, pull up in a vet or a Porsche.
Pull up in the vet or the Porsche. I'm about to say for me, I'm gonna say they both gonna be tight squeezes. You know what I mean? I'm a big nigga. So I was gonna say, so if I had to choose though, I probably would say pull up in the Porsche.
Okay.
And the reason is because I feel like the vet is just more attainable. Like the Porsche just seems a little bit more out of reach.
Okay.
And so yeah, pulling up at the Porsche feels like more of an accomplishment to me. They're both an accomplishment, but that Porsche it's just something different about that foreign. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's foreign for real. Record at the crib or the studio?
I started off recording at home. You know, that's where I hone my skills and really learn my sound. But nothing beats like that sound that you get from recording in the studio. Those acoustics, that board, like there's just tools, you know, at your beck and call that you just don't really have at the house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like that sound is just out of here when you at the studio. Like it'll sound dope at the house, but it's just out of here at the studio. That's the right studio, not everybody's studio. I'm talking about the right studio. Yeah, 100%.
It do hit different.
Hit different.
For sure. Lakers or Celtics?
Man, I'm gonna say yeah. I'm gonna have to go Lakers, man. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to go Lakers, like between the two of those for sure, man.
Okay.
I'm a big Bron fan for sure.
Okay, shout out Brian, man. Brown or clear liquor?
I mean, clear liquor these days. I was gonna say, I'm about to say because that Brown boy, yeah, that Brown got me 2 children. Yeah. Shout out to my kids, man. IJ, Kyrie, Daddy love you. But yeah. So I had to put that Brown down.
Okay.
But yeah, that light, give me some tequila or something. No, we chilling. Like I'm catching the vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gatorade or Powerade?
I probably say Powerade to me, dog. For some reason, Powerade just seemed to taste better. Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is. It just kind of tastes better to me, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I rock with Gatorade too, though.
Okay. Chicago or H-Town?
So I've been to both. Wow, that's a good one. Completely different cities. Yeah. Depending on what I'm looking for, like Chicago is a massive, massive, massive city. I probably say H-Town though, just because, you know, me originally being from VA and then, you know, by way of Atlanta, man, it's just closer to home for me. Yeah. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'll definitely say H-Town.
Okay. PS5 or Xbox?
Oh, PS5 all day. Sony gang. That, yeah.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm on the same boat.
Only Microsoft computers, man. Yeah. Yeah, watch out.
Feature from Cole or Drake?
Either one. Like, what you talk about? What you mean? Yeah. Either one. Like, we out of here. Either one for sure. Okay. But I'll say for my sound, it probably would make more sense for Drake because my sound is more universal. Yeah. But if I just, you know, like was on some just like I needed to just get some shit off my chest for sure, yeah. I'm gonna call Cole. Yeah. And I'm gonna get Cole to produce it too. 100%. Hey, yeah.
That's some fire right there. Steph Curry or Kyrie?
Oh, well, you got me in the blender. Oh man. You just said just in general?
Just in general.
I'm gonna go with the less popular option here. I'm gonna say Kyrie, and my reason being is because Kyrie more closely reminds me of my personal goal. That's Allen Iverson, okay. Man, AI.
Fair
enough. That's the only reason. Both of them dudes stellar. Yeah,
for real. Yeah, for real. Nike or New Balance?
Honestly, I could go either way. I love them both. My closet, I probably do got 40% Nike, 40% New Balance in there, believe it or not. Okay. I would say New Balance just because I like to be different, you know, more times than not. Okay. And like a lot of the New Balances I have, people don't necessarily, you know, have them. I'm big on colors, man. Yeah. And so New Balance just have like certain styles and colors that as like Nike didn't always have. Okay. And so a lot of the retro New Balances I got, like you can't even find them no more.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Got some exclusives.
Yeah.
For real. Lotto or Nicki?
Oh, both. Easy. Okay. Easy. Yeah. Shout out to Lotto, man. Big Lotto, Big Mama. Shout out to Nicki, the Queen. Both of them easy.
Okay.
Easy.
All right. Perform at the Grammys or Coachella?
I'm gonna say, for me personally, just my personal feel, it'll probably be Coachella because I'm really connecting with the people in that moment. But choosing for the question, I'm gonna have to say the Grammys because that's bigger than me. That's something like that's for my mama. That's for my grandmother. That's for that's for the culture. That's for everybody. Like that's for my kids. You know what I mean? So Coachella is for me, but the Grammys is for everybody. So yeah, give me the Grammys.
Okay. And the last one for this segment, we going to the West Side.
Okay.
D4L or Dem Franchize Boyz?
Oh, come on, man. That's a trick question, man. First off, man, shout out D4L, man. That's my partners, man. Fabo, what up, man? Yeah. But nah, Franchize Boyz all day, man. Twice on Sunday, man. What up, gang? Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit more about DFB, right?
Let's do it.
How did you meet Pimp and Parlay?
So I was gonna say, so I need Pimp to be here for real to fully tell that story because we talked about it before. And so to tell that story, he really got to be here. But I can tell you that Pimp and Lay, but Pimp specifically, was the first person artistically to put the battery in my back, dog. Like, I'm gonna keep it G. Like when I first, for a while, I knew I wanted to really be an artist and I can write and stuff. But Pimp was the first person to literally tell me, he showed me item for item what to get and put it in the crib and to teach myself how to record and to hone in on my sound. Yeah. And he was just like, dog, you don't need to be just out there, anywhere, just spending money in studios. I wasn't ready yet. He was just like, he could tell I was talented, but I needed to hone in my sound and figure it out. Okay. And so, I'm forever grateful and indebted to him for that. And the same go with Lay, bro. Both of them dudes, man, just being on the road with them over the years and just everything that I know far as business wise and just how to move and just performing on stage, I owe it to them too, for sure, more than anybody. 100%. Nah, that's my guys, man.
Nah, I could definitely vouch for that, man. Both two solid guys. For real, for real.
Nah, yeah, that's the bros.
What's some of your favorite Franchize Boyz moments?
I would say some of my favorite moments, man. For me, it would be probably so there was a show. It was literally just me, Pimp, and Lay in the car. This was some years back, and we was doing a campus show, and so we all had on the So Def shirts and whatnot. And so, like I said, I was never I was just always just me or whatever. But fans don't know who you are or who you're not. And so the little barricade they had set up, it really wasn't a strong barricade. But my one of the funnest moments I had, we was out there performing. DJ Young was out there with us too, because he had just got done performing. And so they got the mics, they really rapping the parts. I wasn't really rapping the parts. I was just holding the mic, just looking cool. But the college kids, they have broke down the barricades, bro. And so I'll never forget. It was the first time in my life I was a white woman jumped into my arms, bro. I was oh shit. Yeah, and I was just what's going on out here? And so that was just wild because they broke the barricade and it was literally 6 or 7 of them that managed to get to the stage before the security could kind of get them to get back. But it was just so dope because they still performing. And they, bro, putting on a show, just knowing how to rock out and knowing the moment. Yeah. Okay. Nah, that was one of the greatest moments ever, dog.
What city was that?
That was University of Virginia. I think that's Charlottesville, Virginia, I believe. Okay. Yeah. That was super dope. That was 2017, 2018. Yeah.
That sounds like something that'd be in a movie.
Bruh, it was a lot of it, dog. A lot of it should be in the movie.
For sure. Let's talk about your music, right?
Let's do it.
How would you describe your style of music?
Stylistically, man, I most people probably say this, but I dare you to go listen to it. I genuinely have my own sound, man. I know people always try to put somebody in a box and say, oh, you sound kind of like so-and-so or so-and-so. I have my own sound. And I think that I'm like a chameleon on the record. No matter what the sound is, it could be anything from, it could be bluegrass, it could be polka, it could be pop, it could be dance hall, it could be boom bap, whatever. When I get on the record, man, and I let the song sing to me, you know what I mean? And when I get on there, it's me on there. So, and you be like, man, who is that dude? Who is that dude? It's me every time. So yeah, my sound is just, I think it's very unique. And like I said, I put the work in for real. 'Cause I'm a student of the game.
Yeah.
You know, like the Norm Whitfields of the world. People don't know that Norm Whitfield, one of the greatest writers in the world. He's from Motown. He's the guy who was giving Smokey Robinson hell, like up there. When Smokey was writing them records, Norm was writing them records too. Like I look up to those dudes. You know what I mean? The Teddy Rileys, the Jermaine Dupri's of the world, man. Like the Rico Loves. Yeah. I'm a real student of the game for real.
I rock with that, man. I really do. I heard your latest single, 24 Hours.
Like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I rock with it, for sure.
It's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones.
Tell us about the inspiration behind the record.
So the inspiration around it, so I originally wrote that record back in 2019, I believe. At that time, I'm working at Comcast, bro, sitting in the cubicle, you know, because again, I was just always like, mentally, I was elsewhere. And so the song, contrary to what it sounds like metaphorically, it's a song about me and music. Music is essentially the woman in that song saying 24 hours in a day, 25 you've been away. Because at that time, I could just never like get to the studio to record. It was just like I either didn't have the money at the time or I didn't have the time available because I'm having to work overtime and I'm doing Uber and stuff too. So it was just like, man, all I wanted to do was just record. And so when I originally wrote the song at my cubicle, like it was literally, I'm like, bro, it's 24 hours in a day and it feels like 25 hours you've been away. That I literally just said that subconsciously. Yeah. And then I just started to just like go through beats. And then I ran across one of the beats that stuck, like the fourth beat. And it was just like, oh, I got something. And then so when I wrote it metaphorically, because I try to be different, I was like, I'm going to make it, you know, to where it's like a man talking to a woman, but it's really me talking to music. Okay. Yeah.
Now, I felt that when I listened to it and, you know, listened to the lyrics, I was like, okay, this shit vibe. Like
that's about an hour too long.
when you listen to that song, I know you have a unique style in music, but that specific song, what genre would you put it in?
I think that's probably, it's probably more top 40 commercial pop, but there's a lot of Afrobeat elements to the song as well. Like I said, so, you know, categorically, maybe you would say like a Burna Boy, you know, kind of. Okay. But like I said, but I'm a little bit more harmonious in the record. Yeah.
Okay. Now I feel that. You talked about blessing the stage at the top of this interview.
100%.
In Indy, right? Mm-hmm. What are some other recent stages you blessed?
Man, like I said, dog, you just rocked out in, like I said, University of Illinois. Mm-hmm. That was a dope show, dope experience. We just did, I can't remember the spot, but it was a dope spot we did for like a crypto company. They called us in for like a private show. That was I just rocked that one. And where else we just came from? We just came from Cleveland. We was just in Cleveland. Yeah, we just rocked Cleveland. That was about a month ago. And then I think we got like another 2 or 3 shows coming up this month, man. So we busy, man. We active. We outside. Yeah. It's only going up from here. And then, like I told you, me and Pimp just dropped Anywhere. That's on Pimp's EP, Back in Business, man. Okay. Y'all check that out too.
Hey, it's on fire. Cool. What you've been doing music for a minute now.
Yep.
What are some obstacles that you encountered in the industry?
So the very first, like I said years ago, I had signed with an independent label back in like, I think it was like 08-ish or whatever. I don't want to say the label name, but yeah, I signed with an independent label, and I had met them through it was DJ Red Dread. I was up at the radio station at the time.
I remember.
You remember Red Dread? Yeah, shout out to Red Dread.
1079.
Okay, yeah, 1079. Yeah. Good brother, man. And I took my music up there to him, and he was just like, bro, I think you dope. Like, I got somebody to connect you with. So he connected me with him. And so, it was one of those things where it's just like a lot of promises kind of get made to you. And so then you get excited and you start sharing with people those promises because you're like, oh, we finna get out the hood now. Like, it's up. And it's just one of those things. It was a crash course in reality and how the music business really works. And then it's just like, outside of direct nepotism, the rest of us gonna have to really like grind and figure it out, and get ourselves hot. And so I was just kind of stuck for a while once I had got that deal, and then like nothing that was supposed to happen like happened. And it was just like that particular label, they were originally a gospel label that was crossing over into secular music. And so I was the second act they had signed. Yeah. And so right after they signed me, we're doing all of these things as fate would have it. Their main gospel act, she had just like started to really, really pop. And she wound up catching on tour with Kirk Franklin. So they kind of like shelved me and what we were doing and like shifted all focus back to what they had going on over there. And so, bro, I was kind of sitting around for about 8 or 9 months before I was like, let me go look at this paperwork. Because I had the paperwork, notarized everything. So I'm looking through stuff, trying to figure out like, what can I do? Because I wanted to get some of my master recordings from there. And so it was cool between me and the label head though. Like we kind of, we talked it out, and it was an amicable split. But I was really messed up behind it, mentally, because I was like, man, I done promised. I'm on Facebook and everywhere like, oh yeah, I just signed, and I'm telling everybody like it's up now. So when you look up and folks is like, wait, but you still working 9 to 5, like what you doing? Like, so now you're trying to hide because you embarrassed and you're not knowing how to deal with those feelings, man. So that was probably the toughest thing. But it also just taught me right then and there, like you don't have it until you have it. You know what I mean? And so everything else in between there is like, you have to keep going, because we never have the benefit of knowing how close we are. That's the big aha about life in general, but especially with music. Like you have to pursue it. You really want it. You got to go all in, but you do not have the benefit of knowing how close you are to getting your big break. Nah,
that's real. That's some solid advice as well.
No, for sure, man.
For those who's watching that's coming up on a similar situation.
No, for sure. Because I know I won't alone. I done heard some horror stories over the years.
What are some of your dream features?
Oh man, dream features for me gonna be wild. So one of them is I gotta get a feature, bro. I need Project Pat on the record, man. Somehow, some way, I need Pat, dog. He one of the people who raised me, dog. Mr. Don't Play. I need Pat on the record. I would be honored to have a somebody from like a Tony Braxton or an Anita Baker or Brandy, like one of those like real songsters. I would love one of them on the record. I would also love a feature from somebody like who would I say? It's an artist. His name's Roosevelt. Yeah, it's an artist named Roosevelt. He's from the UK. I love to get Roosevelt on the record, man. And probably my number one would probably be Hove, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely hear that, man. What's your take on major labels?
My take on major labels, man, I think major labels are still very much needed, like 100%. Like they're very important. And I know they get kind of a bad rap these days, but it's one of those things to where like major labels, they're taking people from whatever your life situation was, and they're overnight changing your life. Like that's important. That's priceless. You really can't put a price on that. And I think the mistake a lot of folks make when they sign deals, like, yeah, you want your lawyer to look over everything and sign stuff, but it's really on you, the artist, to look it over, to sign it. If you don't understand something, sit with your lawyer, have him or her break it down to you so you can understand what you're signing. And you have to trust yourself that like whatever this deal is, like you're going to work your tail off to make sure you get them back what they owe for their investment into you. And then when it's time to re-up and recheck, like now you got to come to me correct. Now it's a partnership. And so it's just understanding that. Yeah, it's the music business. It's the same thing. You go anywhere, any job you go. You're not going to walk into any job and just demand to be the highest paid. Nah. Yeah, that's why it's called entry level. You start in the mailroom and then you work your way up to be an executive. The music business no different, bro. No different.
Nah, that's real. That's real.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. If you could have any 3 endorsements, who you going with?
Oakley Shades.
Okay.
Probably, yeah. Oakley or Ray-Ban. Like, I'm big on shades. Oakley or Ray-Ban. I'm real big on like I'm a real big graphic tee guy, man. So I'll probably say like whoever the dopest, black owned t-shirt company I would love to do business with for sure. And then probably I'm real big on socks. Like that's probably the one thing that I really collect. Like I probably got over 1,000 pair of socks, bro. No cap.
Damn.
So yeah,
Okay.
I probably get with like Stance Socks or somebody, one of the
Okay.
sock companies.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm kind of different like that.
Okay. Now I think that's a nice mix.
Yeah, like
Endorsement.
different take. I about to say, yeah, I don't think we need any more liquors. I think we got that on tuck. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm trying to go a different route.
Okay. Now I feel that I can get with that. What you have upcoming?
Like I said, so upcoming, like I said, I don't remember my dates, but I know we got 2 shows coming up next month. I do believe one is on the 9th, and I think the other one is like the 13th, I believe. So we got those shows upcoming. Me and Pimp, we're working on a joint project. So like, yeah, we like right in the middle of that. I'm also working on my solo project, and I got another single that'll probably be dropping here within the next month. Exclusive.
Hey.
Yeah, so y'all, so look out for that. But yeah, we got a lot coming, man. The fourth quarter, I'm busy. We active.
All the way up.
All the way, bro.
Okay. Ain't no stopping.
No, never that.
Cool. So before we wrap it up, what I want you to do is I want you to pop your shit and let everybody know why you the dopest in the city, unsigned artist.
Oh, man, that's easy. Hey, bro, I ain't like none of these other guys, man. And salute to them, too. But my pen game, I put it up against anybody. Like I said, my variety, like my ability to jump in and out of any genre, my ability to attack any record and understand song arrangement and like understanding. Y'all don't even put bridges in records no more. Like you can't talk to me. Like we different, bro. Like, no, like I really do this for real. Like I'm a student of the game. I understand. I listen. Y'all don't listen. I listen. That's why I know I'm the best unsigned out here. That's why I know my music the dopest. Like I said, though, I got real placements out here with real artists now. I know I'm working. Like I said, so no, salute to everybody else doing their thing. But when it comes to just the dopest unsigned, it's me and it's by a mile. And like I said, I got records on records. Listen to 24 Hours. Listen to Silhouette. Listen to Anywhere. Go back to 2018 and listen to the Ultraviolet project. Find me one skip on the project. 10 records. I dare you. You can't listen to Heartbeat. That was a transparent record about me and my son. Listen to Heartbeat, dog. Like, nah, it's different out here, bro. It's like, yeah, like I really do this for real. Cause I love it. I love it for real. It's not a lick to me. It's my life. 100%.
Hey, and that's how you pop your shit for real.
Already. Big life. Not the little one.
Straight up. You have any shout outs?
Man, I want to shout out, like I said, first of all, man, shout out Pimp, man. Shout out Parlay. That's the bros for real, man. Shout out DY King. That's the little bros. Man, I want to shout out, like I said, man, 2 of my best friends, dog. My brother B, like I said, he couldn't be here with me tonight, man. He had a prior engagement, but my brother Spider over here in the cut, man. Like he came out from your boy. I wouldn't be here where I'm at without both of those brothers, man. They know why. Y'all will hear about that story at another time. But nah, salute to them brothers for real. And salute out to my mama. I love you. Yeah.
Hey, gotta throw moms in there.
Already.
For real.
Mama.
For real.
For sure.
Any final thoughts?
Man, like I said, y'all look out for me, man. Remember this date, dog. Like, remember this date. Like, it's only up from here. I'm gonna always come back here, man. Shout out to Bry, man. Shout out to the whole team. Nothing but love and support. Real solid dude, man. Nah, that's it.
Hey, man. And shout out to you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you having me.
Nah, for sure. We lit. We live. Let's get it. Moves in motion.
Yes, sir, ski.
Let go.
Let's do it.
Pockets on chicken, man.